Court does call the case People versus Lante Washington.
Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Washington, who is approaching the podium. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Lante Washington.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. As to the probable cause conference, we are respectfully requesting a very brief adjournment, and we do understand that Mr. Washington was asked to be in person today because of the progress report that was sent out, and we are also willing to address that one, wherever the court would like.
Why don't you go ahead and address that?
So as the court is aware, Community Corrections did send out a progress report. Mr. Washington did test positive on both 12/27 and 12/30 for cocaine. He did already send out the 12/27 sample to the lab for confirmation. We have not yet received the results from the lab one way or another. He does plan on, after court today, appearing in Community Corrections to have his most recent test sent out for confirmation from the lab. He had planned on doing that today in any event. However, as to the progress report, we're asking the court to hold it in abeyance until we get those lab confirmations back, whether or not that was a positive test. Mr. Washington does deny any use. He is here today with his mother, who I have also had the opportunity to speak with. He resides with his mother, and his mother also says she doesn't know him using. Of course, she's not with him all the time. However, Mr. Washington does deny use. That's why he sent it out to the lab. So we're just asking the court to hold this in abeyance until we get that confirmation.
The defense is buying time. Hold it in abeyance basically means hit pause on any punishment until the lab results come in. Smart move, but also risky. Because the judge's patience, it's already thinning, and that's about to show
In one way or another.
And then if it comes back positive, what do you think I should do?
I would ask that that be addressed at that time.
So you just don't want me to lock him up today?
Certainly not today, Your Honor. Mr. Washington appeared knowing that that was quite frankly a possibility. He's staying on top of this, continued to test even after he did get that positive result, went to Community Corrections and paid the $30 to have that sent out.
You're going to have a test today?
Yes, he's appearing. He is going to go to Community Corrections after court today to have his test from the 30th sent out, and I believe also to be tested again.
Why do I have the feeling I'm not being told the truth? I've got 2 tests back to back with cocaine.
I'm not being told the truth moment. You can feel the courtroom air tighten. When a judge starts questioning honesty, it's no longer about the evidence. It's about credibility. And credibility is the real currency in any courtroom.
So let me ask this question. If I send you over today and I get those results immediately, is anything going to show up in your system?
No, Your Honor.
Pardon?
No, Your Honor. Like I say, I got a lot of stuff going on for myself. This is not the only. This is probably the least case that I'm worried about. I'm on GPS tether. I don't have no reason to run or no reason to not show up and come back to court.
That's all fine. I'm more worried about your use at this point.
Oh no, I don't use it at all. I'm not trying to pit everything. I don't know. But if we can speak privately, then I'll be able to tell you exactly what's going on, but I don't want to pit everybody on Front Street.
I'll tell you privately. Translation? There's something he doesn't want public record to hear. It could be a genuine issue or a cover-up. Either way, the mystery just deepened, and the judge isn't known for playing guessing games.
So, did you read over that progress report?
Me?
Yeah, because I'm getting a lot of people that are amoebas.
Yes, I did read over the progress.
They're absorbing cocaine. And I'm not sure how that happens. Young lady appears at Community Corrections, said, I smoked it around him. That must be how he's testing positive. You believe that? You believe? Hold on, no. You believe that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Really?
That's the truth. I got
Council
too much on the line.
you know, you might want to just be quiet because the thing I don't like a lot are people that aren't telling me the truth. Because you can go play your game anyplace else. You're not playing it here with me.
That's the verbal equivalent of a gavel slam. When a judge calls counsel to approach, it's not for small talk. It usually means the judge's patience hit zero, and something serious is about to happen behind that muted sidebar.
Council approach. Miss Senda. Anything else you want to say?
Nothing.
Yeah, I'll give him one shot. You want to tell me? I mean, from what I understand, he comes over from another place. He's in our jail, gets out, and is saying he wasn't using. I got 2 tests.
I understand that, Your Honor. I would just reiterate my request to hold this in abeyance until the lab confirmation comes back one way or another, and to address it at that time. If, in fact, the lab confirms that it was a positive result, I would ask for that, Your Honor, and I have nothing further to add. But except that Mr. Washington, I do truly believe will be in attendance to its next future court date.
I'm not so much worried about his attendance. I'm worried about his using and then lying to me. That's what I'm worried about. And then getting other people wrapped up lying. You're not an amoeba. It's not going to be in your system for 6 days, at least, in this way. Anything else?
Nothing further from me, Your Honor.
I'll grant the adjournment, and maybe, you know, I would have normally, under most circumstances, put it out 2 weeks, but I'll put it out 1 week to the 9th, 2025, 9 a.m. At this point, however, the defendant's bond is revoked. Defendant's remanded.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And there it is, bond revoked. That means Washington's going back into custody until the next hearing. The defense's gamble for more time didn't pay off. This is a textbook example of how trust, once cracked, outweighs even pending lab results in a courtroom's eyes.
Your Honor, may I approach on an unrelated matter?
You may.
Thank you.